Greetings, Pablo. So you can see that your order count and everything is going to be down. And that's because this store is not yet active. We just loaded everything. You can blow up your email if we don't turn off the order notification. So you may have gotten a bunch of those, but it's not necessary to do that. You just know what they are. So here's what you do when you just log into Shopify like I just did. So here's everything, products, customers, your products show to have everything, the pictures, everything came over well. Okay. So you should be fine there. The orders and the customers are there. So this is all you need to do really. If you go home, that's the main dashboard. There's 6 of 17 tasks completed. So what we were paid to do was, it says design your store online in seconds. I don't know that y'all have actually done that. You did buy a theme. Right here, need help setting up, call a specialist for onboarding. So you can do that as part of your package. And we've done all of this stuff here. Importing the orders took about 4.5 hours because of, Shopify system talking to WordPress engine over there and your WordPress WooCommerce. They have that software that you paid for with Shopify is excellent because it does extrapolate the orders properly and puts them in there in the way Shopify sees and looks at things. Okay, so it did really well. So the migration's good. You just have set up your social sharing details. You can actually send emails to people that can log in and have a Shopify account with your store, since before they had a login at your WordPress. So that does not transfer. I mean, the customers and everything's over, but they've got to sign up with this one. Now you can automate that and they can show you how to do that. There's just a couple of clicks to do. The only other thing that might be an issue, let's just say that people have something saved as their favorite and it's going to go to the URL at the old WordPress. Well, the URL needs to be updated. Shopify is so smart that they have a button that you can click and it'll automatically set those up. Now, if you go click that now, nothing's there because this store is not live and the theme has not been completely built out. Or I say built out, you haven't really set up the store. So once you do that, those connection pieces can be done after, and they'll walk you through that, man. They'll talk to you how to do it, or you can even do this chat tool that I'm got this on right now, and you can click a button that says walk me through it. So you got to name your store, confirm your shipping rates, and then are you doing Shopify payments? I believe you are. You already picked a plan. Then you unlock the store, and then the final thing, right? Place a test order. The final thing is redirect URLs. That means, connecting to those customers. And in other words, everything is going to be at, Alamo Barber Shopify.com kind of deal, right? It's going to be, under the Shopify backend. But then you connect your domain. So that means that one will go down. The store will physically still be there in your hosting, but the domain will be pointed to the Shopify, which I think your domain is in GoDaddy, right? So you stay in control of the domain, and then here. So word of caution about Shopify. If you ever leave them, and before you tell them that you're leaving, if you don't download these customers and products and all this information, once you leave and stop paying for them, they'll own them. So they'll keep them. So you got to make sure to get your data out of there. But in the meantime, they're the best platform for e-commerce, or one of the best ones. There's a couple others out there that do just as good. It just depends on what you're trying to do. But for your purposes, I think you ought to be rolling pretty good. Anyway, that gives you an idea of what's happening. You guys just need to finish up these last little pieces here. And then the final thing is to connect that domain and make this store live. You can do that before the end of the month. You've got plenty of time. Everything's already in there. And then you just turn on these items here and you should be good. Okay. Let me know. And then I'm about to jump on a call with Google. The difference with me, Pablo, and our agency, because of my tenure and experience with doing Google Ads and then some of the budgets some of our customers have, you can't get to the representatives at Google like we can unless you're spending about $20,000 to $30,000 a month in ads. And so I don't have just one customer that does that. We have several customers that do that, and 10 and 15 and 20 grand a month. So the idea is when you're at a certain level, especially like 10 to 20, you can get some support. When you're at 20 or above, you can get, we can just call somebody, right? And so we've got our strategy built. Most of the agencies like us that are working with a shopping and a Performance Max, this is basically brand new because of what Google did at the end of last year. I explained that last video. But the thing is, only the people that with real experience know how to do it, or access with experience and the help desk that we have access to. So we have both the experience and the help desk at Google, because they're also sorting out that animal since the change too, right? Because they also have all the people like us with all the clients that pay Google that are making the transition to this new double format, if you will, without spending double money, which is cool. So anyway, we're going to get some of those things dialed in today. You do have a lot of clicks in the middle of the night, which I'm asking Google to tell me where is that traffic coming from, and that's part of the call today. And then that way we can either turn it off in the middle of the night, but man, there's a lot of activity at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I just don't know why. Is it the time zone? Is it not the time zone, right? And kind of, because if I'm looking at it Central Time, then it's not really in the middle of the night. But we probably are either one, leave it on 24 hours a day, or we're going to segment it to where most of your budget's during the time of the highest activity, okay? Does that mean you miss a sale or two? Possibly, but it also could be clickbait. Could also be junk clicks, right, as we call those, that cost you money and you got nothing out of, which in turn regulate what you think you're paying for and getting in return versus a clean look at it. And that's called a KPI, right? Key Primary Indicator. So congratulations on your new store. I think it's going to be rocking. You guys and Des, maybe, I guess, just go in here and get these details done. But you can always ask right here. You click that right there and you call them. Call them and just get on the phone, couple of, like, I don't know, an hour or less, and you can get all that done. It's pretty quick. Anyway, thank you so much. And then we're here for you. Any questions, let us know. And then we're going to get busy with the Google Ads. Okay? Thanks.